What's up guys, English Dan, back with another video. Had some freaky warm weather here in Ohio. It was like 91 the other day, 89 the day before. Hence the sleeveless. Sorry, but it's too warm and I ain't putting a shirt on. Not yet. Anyway, this video is about these things. It's the Liberty 2 Pro. These have been out for about 6 months now. I've had them for about 6 months anyway. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, whatever, but around 6 months. We've had quite a few different headphone manufacturers releasing different things, and I've rated these as one of the best. But are they still one of the best? Let's find out. Welcome back guys. So yeah, I have both colours. I have the white. Pretty hard to get hold of the white ones. And then I have the black as well. Can't help myself. I just really did enjoy these. Really did like them. And I did say, back when I first reviewed them, that these were the best bang for your buck out there when it comes to true wireless earbuds. Has my mind been changed with the release of a couple of different things? Let me get into it a little more. So Sony released the XB700s, let's just call them that because of Sony's crazy naming scheme. It's so confusing. But the XB700 earbuds, $130, $140 they were, can't quite remember exactly. But, you know, around that price point, very similar to what the Liberty 2 Pro were. Didn't offer any app support, didn't offer a nice build quality. The case is, the lid on the case is just like, wow, where did this plastic come from? Then we had the earbuds themselves. The build quality, again, it's nice and tight and everything, but the plastic is the cheapest kind of plastic you could possibly buy. And it really leaves a bad taste, really, when it comes to the XB700. But what the XB700 did have was that Sony signature sound. And they did have some really major bass. Now, obviously, they're the XB line, which stands for extra bass, so that's a given that they're going to have bass, but they also brought really clear clarity sound coming through. It was very detailed and it wasn't very muddied by this booming bass. For me, they were my go-to for a couple of weeks. I wore them as my own personal true wireless earbuds. I liked them a lot. They were great. Recently, I've gone back to the Liberty 2 Pro. Now, straight off the bat, these offer app support, and the app from the Soundcore guys is fantastic. They're always updating it, always adding signature styles, like each one of the guys that help tune the Liberty 2 Pro, they now have their own like EQ, custom EQ that you can press and use, as well as a ton of other custom EQs, and the app was updated as well to have your own EQ. You could, I think it's 6 channel off the top of my head, but you can then make them sound how you want them to sound and not how people tell you to sound. And that is, for me, is great. The app is simple, it's quick, very fluid. Like I say, they keep on top of it over at Soundcore, and it's one of the best apps you can use when it comes to true wireless earbuds. But the app isn't everything. Are the earbuds still holding up? Yes. I still love these things. You can get them down, in some sales they go to 120 bucks-ish, 130. I've even seen them at one point as low as $99, I think, which just insane. Even at the regular $149.99 price, or $149, whatever, they're still extremely good value. Why is that? Well, they're extremely comfortable for a start. The build quality on them is fantastic. The build quality on these, the case included, just make the Sony look like a kid's toy. It's laughable, really, that this company called Soundcore can produce such high quality true wireless earbuds, and then you've got this giant called Sony that produce these earbuds that feel like they're made from recycled toys from the dollar store. I'm not kidding you. If you've not touched anything cheap from Sony, and it's not even really cheap, $130, whatever they are, but anything under like the $150, maybe under the $170 mark from Sony, it's like they use the dollar store recycled plastic on everything. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why. I mean, obviously they're trying to make money, so they're using the cheapest possible materials that they can. But come on, Sony. you've got someone like Soundcore here with their entire range just totally beats the build quality of your XB700s. Even their cheap Live P2, better build quality than the XB700s. So yeah, the build quality on these is fantastic. Like I say, it's got the app support. The all important thing is sound. Now, I'm going to say, and I've had a lot of people say this to me, but I have not experienced this, and I know a few people who have not experienced this. Some people do say that before a song comes on, you get a hiss in these. And I have heard that that's something to do with the Qualcomm chip. But, like I say, I have 2 pairs of these. I don't hear that. So I don't know whether that's because my ears are aging or my mind just don't do that. You know, I'm not going to say a lot. When I say a lot of people, I'm going to say across my videos that have probably had 30, 40, 50,000 views between them, I may have had 10 or 12 people mention this. Other people have had mentioned it who've read about it and are worried about it, and all I can say is mine don't do that. I don't know whether it depends on the device you're using maybe or anything like that, but I have no problem. Let me apologise if you can hear her meowing very loud. I have a cat walking around the house right now that, yeah, she won't shut up. She's been quiet all this time until I hit record. Yeah. Anyway, let's ignore the kitty. So when it comes to sound on these things, they still sound as great as they did the first day I tried them. Real nice high quality bass that is pretty booming as well. They have been challenged in that department of having, you know, that real big boomy bass like Sony. They did come out with that XB700 and they are really bassy. And you got the more expensive Jabra 75Ts. They also have some major bass. And they only have 1 driver in the Jabra. I don't know how they do it. It's a real good sound out of them, but you are paying extra money to have the Jabra over these. These do have a real quality sound to them, and you can make them work the way you want to. So you're not just stuck with boomy bass if that's not what you want. If you're listening to podcasts, something more vocal, movies, things like that, you can bring that bass down within the app. Even if you're on an iPhone, because iPhone doesn't have like a custom EQ as such, it just tells you, you know, bass reducer, bass whatever, voice. Well, with the app on iPhone, you can choose with your 6-channel equalizer, which is nice. And you can make them so they work great for voice, natural voice, things like that, or acoustical music that isn't very bass heavy and things like that. These are so versatile, very versatile. They're great for any occasion. And then the battery life on these things is amazing. They're great. With the case, you get, I think, 33 hours. I hardly charge these things, very rarely. And they're top of the line when it comes to battery life. Now, don't get me wrong, Galaxy Buds Plus and the Creative Outlier Gold and the XB700 all have over 10-hour battery life on the buds themselves. But they only have 1 charge on the case, whereas these have multiple charges, so they offer you more battery life on the go. And they do have quick charge, and they've got wireless charging. So they still offer a whole lot right here, right now, 6 months later in 2020. I don't think there's anything out there that is still quite as good as these when it comes to value for money for what you're getting. So yeah, I do still highly recommend these. I've put the link down there, Amazon US link. It is an affiliate link, but helps me on the back end, especially in this weird time in the world where, you don't even go on about it. It's negative enough as it is. But yeah, every time you guys click them links and buy from them links, you're helping me out on this end and it helps me and my family out. So yeah, highly recommend these still. These are still top notch. If you're worried about buying them, don't worry. Go buy them. And also, if you do have a problem, Soundcore are absolutely sound people. They're really good. They will help you out if you do have a problem. They're not like some of these companies. They're like, yeah, you got 30-day warranty. See, if it's 31 days, I don't want to know. These are not like that. Soundcore are genuinely good people and they want to look after customers. And that's why they provide you the best bang for your buck. And that still counts today. So yeah, English Dan approved all the way. I love the Liberty 2 Pro. I love the Liberty 2 Air. Soundcore are coming and they're not going away. All right, guys. Catch you later. Bye.